Ginger-Ketting Weller, and I'm the president of AIIAS. We have so many amazing people on our campus, and the People of AIIAS series is to get you acquainted with them and hear about their testimonies. So today I'm here with Baiada Lyngdoh, and Baiada, tell us where you're from and what program you're in.
Okay, my name is Baiada Lyngdoh. I come from the northeastern part of India, a state called Meghalaya, and it is being nicknamed by the British the Scotland of the East. And it is also a region where people name it as the wettest place on earth. And and I'm in the public health, and I'm doing my health promotion program.
Wonderful. What was the degree that you came to public health with, and how did you make that journey? What was God's leading in your life?
Well, my background, I'm a nurse, and I came here, but I was teaching in a school. So let me share from the start, like how it goes. So I am an Adventist, a converted Adventist, and I was not that close to God. So it was when I was doing my nursing in my third year, BSc nursing. So I met my friends from Kenya. They are really spiritual, because every Sabbath we used to have, after the divine service, we used to have extra meeting where we would study about the prophecy. And we used to have turn to take the program, like every Sabbath, and it comes to my turn, and it is when I really study the Bible, because like never before. And so I started reading the Bible, and I started to learn that, you know, God is really loving to everyone despite our background, despite our sinful nature. So as I read the Bible, I realized that, you know, we are here in this world. We need to proclaim the gospel, and especially we are living in the last days. So I decided to dedicate my life by working in a mission. So right after my nursing, I joined medical missionary, but it didn't last long because my parents called me up and they say, it's time for you to come home. I will tell you later why I have to come home.
Okay.
So I obeyed them. I came back home, and but I was wondering what I will do, because back home in Meghalaya, we don't have a hospital, a mission hospital. So I was wondering, what will I do? But we do have a church school and conference school. So my dad, you know, he comes from a business background, and he asked me to expand my mom's business. Actually, she's having a grocery shop. And he told me, you can always expand it to a wholesale shop. But, you know, business is not my thing. And also I have already dedicated myself that I will serve my God in proclaiming the gospel. So as I was staying at home, I do help my church, especially in my locality, to share the gospel during the divine hour, and also in some other churches. So as I was waiting for a call, like what I should do, I got a call from my friend, who is now my husband. He called me and he said, we need a teacher in science and in health. So I said, wow, I'll be glad to help you out. And so I went there. I didn't really look for the, you know, good pay and all that, because my main aim is to serve my God and to help people. So I was working there for 2.5 years, and then
was this an Adventist K-12 school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my husband, actually, he was a church pastor there, and at the same time they put him in a school where he could teach and help them also, because they have scarcity of teachers.
Yes.
So I was there for 2.5, and you know, because I always look at the other mission, when when a husband is working in a mission, they would also consider their wife to be, together.
Right.
But it was not so in my case. So
you each had your own career, but that was unusual for the culture.
yes. Yeah. So he called me. I went there, and I thought, okay, since for the conference pastor, they will transfer them, and I've seen so many families. They'll have to stay separate just because the husband is. They'll have to transfer him here and there. And so I thought, if I could be a conference worker, they will, if they transfer him, they will transfer to a place where we both can be together.
Yes.
Because my desire is to raise my child in a God-fearing way, and we should do that together, not only myself or, So, and also I want my child to do homeschooling by myself.
Oh.
So that's why I prefer to be together. But my dream was not, it didn't come true. So I applied in the conference. The sad thing was there was no answer at all. They didn't even call me for interview. So then I realized in our lives we need to keep honoring God and trust His plans and trust His timing. And then when He opens the way, no man can shut it. And when He opens the door, no man can shut that door for you. So I encourage myself with this particular saying. And it was disappointed, because you already dedicate your life to say that I'll be working in mission, and now you get, you don't get to be in that mission.
Yes.
So then I quit the job because I was pregnant with Elia. So I stayed at home with my parents, and then I realized, okay, if they really want maybe the degree that I need to be in a conference as a conference workers, well, I think I need to pursue my further studies. So I was thinking I'll do my master's in counseling back home. So it was then my husband used to call, and he was already here. He used to call me, and he used to tell, I don't feel nice to be, far away from each other. And now that our child is already here, it's not good. So why don't you come here? I said, it will be impossible for me because my dad's business shut down. And also, I have the responsibility. And because we in Meghalaya, we follow the matrilineal system,
yes,
where the youngest child has to take care of the parents. So I am that youngest child who will have to take care of my parents. And so my dad was not, initially he was like saying no to what I requested him. So, but then I say, let me put everything into prayer. So I really prayed hard, and I talked to God. And I asked him, I've always wanted to be working in a mission, but here I am, with I see there is no purpose for me. I don't know what you want me to be.
Yeah.
So then I said, let me try with my visa, because I have seen so many of my friends who have tried to come here, they get rejected in their visa. So I said, okay, let me just try through my visa. So I tried, I applied, and lo and behold, God answered my prayer. And
there's an open door.
Yes, so I knew now that, it is truly God's plan for my life. And I said, okay, I have to go to AIIAS. Yeah. I know it is, my family, they can't take it because, it's just me and the young child. How can she go all by herself? Because we didn't make a visa for my mom also told me, make visa for your brother, but I never know if we apply together, maybe we will get rejected, because for me, I applied as, I came here to visit my husband, so that's why they issued the visa. And so, we came here with Elia. It was really tiring journey because we are just both of us, but I thank God. That time she was very small, so she didn't move a lot. So I was able to manage her in the plane, and so we reached here safely. And I remember there were one couple who was just watching us all the way through, like, where is the husband, and why is he leaving her alone with the child who's still very young? And as we reached Philippines, she came and approached and say, "What happened to your husband? Where is he?" And then when she finally met him, then she asked him, "Why are you leaving your wife alone?" But we know that she didn't know our story, so
yes.
So now that I am here, I really thank God, because I see family in AIIAS. They are really loving, kind, and helpful, and I thank God for the family of AIIAS.
Do you have a vision of what you're going to do with your public health degree? Because now not only is your husband going to school, but you are also going to school.
Well, thinking about my future, it's dark. I don't know what my future holds, but as I read a devotion this morning about Caleb, when the 12 spy Canaan, and they came back with a negative report.
Yes.
But Caleb, he was the only one who said, I trust in God's faithfulness.
Amen.
So, and also, I also like this quote by Ellen White: "We have nothing to fear for our future, lest we forget what the Lord has done in the past." So, when I call back home and ask my friends, like, why I did public health in promotion alone, is because I never know if I go back and apply into my conference, whether they will accept me or not. So, I have to also think out of the box, where I will also aim for the government. Of course, that's not the place where I want to work to, because for sure we will not have Sabbath off. And so I was just, I'm praying that, whatever happens, I leave it all to you, my Lord, because you have led me this far, and I know you have a future to plan for my life.
Yes.
Yes.
And one step at a time.
Yes,
You can't see
true.
far ahead.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Now here at AIIAS, we're developing leaders for the future. So what experiences have you had here, or how do you see yourself being developed for leadership?
Well, I have learned a lot, to say, especially to be a leader. From public health itself, I've learned from my professors that being a public health, we also act as an advocate for the people's needs. So we need to be open, and we need to be firm, and to be courage, not to be timid. And I am that shy person, but now that I'm in public health, I've learned to come out of that situation. And secondly, from women's ministry, as I am part of that ministry, I've learned that they have shown me the way that we need to collaborate with the people to make the program successful. And thirdly, but not the last, from you, I learned from you that being as a leader, we need to be courageous. We need to be also strong with our words, in a way that I have seen from the time of the volcanic eruption. The way you lead us, it really inspired me. of course, we are women, but and we are also emotional. But when I look at you, you know, you are very courageous, and you are a woman who depend wisdom and strength from the Lord. So I really appreciate you for that. And,
well, you mentioned Caleb just now. And in the
yes.
story of Caleb and Joshua, God said over and over, be strong and courageous. And I think he means that to apply to all leaders, men and
True.
women.
True.
So, yes, you should be equipped as you go out to be strong and courageous. Thank you, Baiada, for
Yes. And I have one more.
participating. Yes.
The last one is from the professors as well, because professors here, they are very kind, loving, helpful, and they have really set a good example for all the students. So I really thank God for all these people that have come to my life and have equipped me to be a different person from what I used to be.
Wonderful. Well, may God continue to bless your growth
Thank
as
you.
you are studying at AIIAS, and your husband's as well,
Yes.
and your child. So
Yes,
I know that
as
he's
a
with you.
family, we also learn to be perseverant in our challenges.
Very good.